Some would call it swag, some would call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Give to the running back. Turning it on! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. The run from the shotgun. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He's got 47 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Fakes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football deep.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Pocket breaking down. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Running to Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. End off from the shotgun. He's up to 57 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying play action. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, out of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the Longhorns in the hurry up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
And that's a great job. This defense limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Hilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Okay, break. Set, ready. Kill. Okay, ready.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen,
thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the ground with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, you start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Chains now on 2nd and long. send the back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground, it's Martin. Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
Oh, and he missed it, and we're still tied. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Martin. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to buy time. He's sacked. Tried to get away, but the defense tracked him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
On third down, he drops the throw. With the catch, it's Washington. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Clinton. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Ohio. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to him on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get it to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down and it led to the scoring drive, David. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
This is the point of the game in the fourth quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Martin.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Coming out with it, it's Clark. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking for a gap. It's Clark. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays here in the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 12 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
The Longhorns Longhorns will punt this one away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Lost. The defense is wide open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the tight end's trying to work the middle of the field. Nobody even close to him in coverage. It's not going to get any easier than that for the quarterback. That's an easy first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second down coming up. On the run, it's Martin. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And they'll just down it right there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clinton. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through a tackle. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Longhorns! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score. Time winding down. What is better than this? Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the right.
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. The time is precious. He's out of bounds to stop the clock after gaining 11.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 25. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff